Yeah, Ron, Kobe was quoted as saying he's not sure the Lakers are a better team with you. Do you feel you have to win him over?
I gotta win myself over first. I gotta make sure I'm doing everything possible this summer to come back a better player. And when I know I give 100%, I know it's not going to be a problem, winning the team over, because I know I'm coming in at tip-top condition. Like I always do every season. Mentally I'll be focused, so that won't be hard, to do that. But it's not a given. The league he's right. It's not a given that just because you add me to a team, and we're just going to be, the #1 team. We got to put that work in. And that's something that I'm not afraid to do. That's something that I know the guys are not afraid to do.
Have you spoken to Kobe yet?
Yes.
Yes. Can you talk about the conversation, or?
Well, we had this conversation before, about trying to team up. We had this conversation before, so there was nothing new. It's been ongoing, and every time we talk, the next year we playing against each other. So it's like, okay, that went out the window, and we just clashed like two bulls. And now there's another opportunity. I didn't even speak to him before. During this whole time, I didn't speak to him before I signed or before I knew I was going to be a Laker. I spoke to some other players, and I thank those guys for reaching out. But it was kind of a no-brainer for me to be a Laker.
So you talked to him since you become a Laker?
Yeah, after we announced, I called him, but it was nothing, because we knew kind of this was going to happen, so it wasn't like a surprise type thing. Like I said, I wanted to be a teammate of his and be a part of the Lakers for a long time. And then you throw Phil Jackson in the mix. Who would pass on the opportunity, to play under Phil?
Ron, how do you think you'll have to adjust your game playing with the Lakers?
Just do what Coach asks. That's it. There's really no adjustment. If you know how to play the game of basketball, it'll be easy. I know when I played last year in Houston, we had T-Mac and Yao in the beginning. Everybody thought it wouldn't work. And it was my contract year also, so they thought I was going to try to average 20, but I just wanted to win. I could have took extra shots and tried to average 20 plus, but that's not what's going to get the wins. It's just, do whatever coaches ask and follow Kobe's lead, and be right there to help lead, when I have to.
Have you spoken to Lamar since you agreed to come to the team, and are you confident he'll be back?
Well, obviously I played with him since I was 8, 9 years old, so that's like my brother, and so obviously I would love to play with my brother, but you gotta see what happens, But I speak to Lamar often, I see him quite often back home, and I'm just so happy for his career. I always knew he'll get a championship before me. He always does, even in high school. He always does. So now I know mine is coming now. I'm glad he got his out the way.
Ron, the Rockets gave the Lakers a really tough time this past postseason, 7 games. Did you see, playing against them, certain weaknesses where you kind of feel like maybe you coming in, where this team needs to improve and how to attack?
Well, we had, when you got you just have, I think defensively, me and Shane, it's going to be the same thing with Kobe. Me and Kobe on the wing, we both play defense. It was the same thing with Shane. We could switch off and made it difficult, whereas other teams, Kobe had field days with those other teams he was playing against. But Kobe loves to play defense now. The last couple of years, he's really impressed me, and I even grew more respect for him for the work and the effort that he puts in on defense. He never would battle that much. He would try and maybe gamble, but now he has a defensive stance now, and there's going to be really people want to talk about the offense, probably that he brings, of course, that I can bring to the table, of course, and other guys, Gasol and Bynum. But the wing defense is going to be, it'll be better. It'll be better this year, I think.